Welcome to Auntie Kay's Tarot, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello and welcome to Auntie Kay's Tarot. The following video is a vlog that takes place over the course of 4 days as I create a seed spell. And I'll go over that, I guess, with everybody. I don't know if I knew where this video was going when I started, but I think the journey of it is a little view of me, and I'm happy to share that with you. So, lovely people, we are coming on to the new moon, which is an excellent time for seed magic. New moon is a time for resets, quitting habits, cleaning the house, bringing down old spells, seed magic, new beginnings, and spiritual cleansings. And so I am going to do some seed magic, and it is a 4-day spell. And I was gathering everything when I realized one thing I actually don't have right now is large seeds. So after work, or if I take a quick lunch break, I'm going to need to run to the store and see if I can get, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, lima beans, something. So I ended up getting some sunflower seeds, and I did a spell for myself and a spell with my youngest child, and they're pretty simple. Honey, large seed, brown paper, brown pen or marker. We used a black one. Green cloth, timing new to waxing moon, 4 days. So write on paper your intentions, and you write them on the brown earth. And when you write it, you want to write in a circle and write around and around and around without lifting up your pen. And it's a little bit tricky. Having the paper a little bit larger than you need so that you can have some corner that you can hold on to and just keep turning, and then cutting the paper when you're done, I find more useful, or trimming the paper down. Then we placed a drop of honey on this paper and on the seed, and this all went inside a piece of green cloth. And before we wrapped everything up, we touched it to our lips to bring that honey to our lips and to our wrist. It was also on our wrist. And then we said the words, by my hand, by the sacred land, I manifest, and what our desires were. Then we drew everything together, twisted it close, tied it off with the nice natural twine, and watered it over the next several nights of the new moon. And then on the waxing moon, it gets buried. This is my little picture that goes with it, and it has more to do with the meditation that I talk about on the other page. I'm working, so hopefully this doesn't get disrupted. This is one of my altar spaces. There's the seed spell we talked about is back here, germinating, being cared for each day. These are altar cards. The living altar, and oracle and spell deck for the radical witch. And in this home, I have been using these as frequently as I had intended before. And so today's card was generosity, and it sits in midlife. Uh, my life is not personal. The power I have cultivated is a gift of wisdom that I must share. Like the sun and the moon, I rise and set indiscriminately upon each day and each night. Open, loving, willing. I know this stands well, and as such, I grant myself the freedom to enjoy it. I give myself freely to the turning of the seasons. I am the altar on which each element passes into the next. My altar is a garden, and its gates are open. I rejoice in community in the silent moments of reflection. I see you. What I have sought to nurture has produced fruit, and from its shedding upon the earth, new life has begun to grow. Wisdom and knowledge stand as one. You are heart and sword. Hard-earned lessons yield to curiosity. Well-worn paths conjure memories of adventure. And so this is the altar card that is helping to start my day. Now I'm going to get to work and get that cat out of my plants. I am just getting ready for my weekly hex breaking and protection ritual. Those cards down there were the cards that let me know what it was I was going to be breaking in terms of the hex. There's a white candle on the other side. I've got salt to go in here. I have some chosen food and drink to feast the spell. And I've got some specially chosen bubbles to go in here as well. And I will be relaxing and enjoying in no time. And after all of that is done, which this gets done after Saturday chores, by the way. And so after all that is done, we will feed the seed spells again. I used my Jedi light side, dark side spread with a set of playing cards, dark side, 3. This is a very social, my friends, my neighbors, those in my immediate surrounding focus. Jack, I read as 11, what comes after 10, 11. So I read the courts as 11, 22, and 33. Where I actually sit in the scale of light and dark today is 9. And the interesting juxtaposition between the two. It's all good, love and light friend. The psychic, the humanitarian, and when I fail to be this, I can get really caught up in how upset I am that the world doesn't measure up to my idealism. It doesn't measure up to my idealism. And I have clubs, which is action, but since it's below my higher self, 9 is lower than 11. I had to reach high today. This would suggest I'm not utilizing action. And that is why I'm sitting at the 9 instead of the 11. And there's plenty of good qualities to the 9. It's certainly on the lighter side. And I'm not on the dark side. I have a lot of leeway today to be an average, typical human being. And that's where I'm at. There's nothing really wrong with my idealism or my frustration that the world doesn't live up to it. But it is today keeping me from my higher self and my clearest sense of knowledge and intuition. So I would also take this particular combination to be not a good day to do a political reading, because I'm probably not going to read it very accurately, because my psychic abilities will be hampered by my disillusionment. Shadow card 7. Study more. That will be the solution to bringing this up to this. All right, so a little bit later tonight, we will be feeding our spell work. All of these little videos, I believe, are going to be all strung together in a vlog of the 4-day time period over the course of the new moon and the first day after. When the warmest day of the week turned out to also be my slowest day of the week, I decided to take some time off and switch it for Saturday, which looked like the coldest day of the week. It was definitely the coldest, worst weather day of the week, as we have icy rain, and I was much happier to be inside working, only venturing outside to walk my dog, and afterwards come inside and enjoy my cute pets. This is Frankie. And then up next we have Buttons the Fierce, followed up with Mashte, whose name means sunshine, our princess in the pea. It's no secret that I consider cleaning to be a part of a healthy magical practice. How often you clean your magical space should have to do with how often you are using that magical space. You want to clean out any old used up energies. They can drag down your work and bring in new and clean, fresh energies for your work to be based on. I clean my house every day because of the work I do, because I'm working on the hotlines, I'm slinging cards, and I'm talking to an average of, a dozen people a day on a slow day. And I'm also doing work for myself. I'm also drawing cards for myself. Each of these altar spaces has a card on them, which you will see me draw. So because of this, my spaces need to be cleaned off really regularly. And I overall clean my house every day. I clean the walls a few times a week because of the work I do. And these altar spaces are cleaned equally as frequently as the walls. And it means everything gets touched and handled and placed with care on a very regular basis. All these items get to be reminded that they are here for a special purpose on a regular basis, and they get to feel like they are contributing creatively to this magical process. Yesterday I was like, I don't like ice storms, but they're really pretty. So we still have freezing rain, and the ice is building up. And a branch fell off a tree. I don't know if the video caught it, and hit a wire. And so then all the ice on the wire falls also. You can get hit in the head if you walk under a wire or a tree. So yeah, it's pretty, but it's also dangerous, and I hope it stops. I hope it stops. The ice storm that happened in 1998 happened via buildup. Um, they just kept coming and coming and coming. And as you can see, the ice is a lot thicker than what's in the pictures from yesterday. Sorry, being native for a moment. I totally forgot I was making a vlog this whole time, and it was finally the time to bury the seed spells, which me and my son did. We each had our own. It sort of overlapped a little bit, and we buried them, and we did that when I was done work today. I went on about our day. The weather looks uncertain, closer to nightfall, so we thought we should do it while the weather was decent. Thank you all for joining me in my little corner of the world today. Well, this whole weekend, the last few days, while I did this seed spell work. And you went through an ice storm with me. It got heavier, and I got worried for a bit because I lived in the main zone of the 1998 ice storm in Quebec in eastern Ontario, and so I was kind of nervous, and but we were all okay in the end. And because this ice storm took place in spring instead of January like the one in 1998, everything melted when it was over, which made everything come back to normal really easily. So that was awesome. And we are going to be germinating some well-paid bills with the extras there to be enjoyed, which should coincide with my son's desire for his wishes on his birthday. And I look forward to seeing you all in the comments, and for those of you who have YouTube channels, also checking out your videos in the spring to come. Look forward to seeing you.